Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as I give to you video number 1 out of 2. And why? Because this is video number 1 and later on you're going to be getting the long awaited, undisputed, unprecedented, every single massive adjective you can think of preview for Chelsea versus Arsenal. That's going to be one that you have to tune into, and to be here for it you have to make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, so make sure you've already done that. If you haven't done so, hit that now, hit the notification bell to be notified once I have uploaded. Smash the like button if you do enjoy this. Do not forget my new Instagram, report the old one please. Twitter and all other socials are in the description as well. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking with the latest, and starting off with our good friends, the owners. No, it's not. They've not really been our good friends, have they? They've caused all sorts of controversy, turmoil, ups, very low downs. It's been a massive roller coaster. Well, it looks like the owners have understood this. And now they're starting to perhaps think, okay, now look, we've done a bit of damage. We're going to need to try and fix the situation. So, how? Well, they're starting off here. Let's get into it. Chelsea are seeking to build bridges with leading agents following a turbulent summer in which many intermediaries reported frustrations in dealing with the club's hierarchy. This wasn't exactly what we were hearing before, was it? Let's be honest. Before we were hearing, if you remember, from all sorts of agents, directors specifically. Oh, wow, no, the Chelsea ownership, they're fantastic to talk to. They're fantastic to do business with. We were hearing really good things when they first came in. Do you remember? And it was a contrast to how they used to do with Mourinho, if you remember. Now we're hearing that, yeah, apparently a lot of them were frustrated. Look, the way that it's been for the first year and a half of this ownership hasn't been fantastic at that level. It's clear. And I think that, well, I hope that now these owners are on the level of understanding the industry that they've walked themselves into. And that this isn't going to be as straightforward or plain sailing as it is in the United States. With baseball, this is a different ball game, literally. So those relationships and the way that business is done in the football world is different. And I'm hoping that they've developed some sort of understanding and some grounded, level-headed attitude to the situation now, that they need to conduct themselves in a certain way. And it doesn't mean bend over backwards to just do whatever the hell the others want you to do. You obviously have to be strong enough and stubborn enough at times to be able to show that you have the upper hand. It's one thing that we criticize Marina for what she used to do sometimes in terms of the business that she chose to do, but in the way that she conducted her business, she was ultimately respected by everybody for a reason, because she didn't take any crap. She just didn't. So yeah, as much as we can say that maybe we're more happy with the transfer business that we've done now, but the way that the business is being done needs to be reflected in a positive way. So yeah, it looks like that they're trying to make amends. Let's see how that's going to work out. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, talking about business and talking about certain players that we might want to go after, well, we've been reporting on Victor Osimhen lately, haven't we, in terms of a potential January move to Chelsea. Well, here's the latest from Victor Osimhen's side and his club Napoli. Reports in Italy state that Victor Osimhen and his agent Roberto Calenda have not taken De Laurentiis' comments well amid the standoff over his contract. Man, I don't know about you guys, right? But bit by bit, this is starting to move in our favour. It just is. If this is the case, man, look, at this point, Chelsea really, really need to be ready to make a move. And like I said yesterday, if that is going to come, it's going to be a lot of money. So get the funds ready. Yeah, make sure the money is there ready. But if we are going to move, we need to be quick. like I said, I reckon that this relationship between Napoli and Osimhen isn't as rosy as it once was. And De Laurentiis' comments yesterday about how, even if something were to happen to Osimhen, life goes on, which he's right, it's true. And then he used the example of allowing Koulibaly to move to Chelsea with 1 year on his contract. Life went on after Koulibaly left. And he's correct. But for the player, he hears that from is De Laurentiis the owner, or is he the president, or anyway, ADL, the guy running Napoli. I forget if he's just director or if he's actually the owner. But his comment yesterday was that, and now Victor Osimhen as the player isn't exactly happy at the one running the club talking about him like that. Now, I'm not here to just try and mingle and create a little bit of controversy between player and club, but if it benefits my club, I might have to dip my hand into the pie. I might just have to. But look, let's see what's going to happen. Look, I genuinely believe the relationship between player and club, and Osimhen and Napoli, isn't as well bonded as it once was. And I think a January move, as long as the money is paid, is very, 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 very possible. So let's see what's going to happen there. Let me know your thoughts. But Osimhen is not a happy bunny, and rightfully so. As much as I'm saying correctly that the ADL is saying the things that he's saying, and he's right, but for the player, he's right in reacting like this because he has to look for his own interests. So can Chelsea be the solution for both? Yeah, I'd like to hope so. But let's see what's going to happen, like I said yesterday, with Nicholas Jackson, with the way that we're moving up until January, our results, our goals, all of this is going to take context. So let's see how we do, starting off tomorrow, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Make sure you're here for that. Now, for tomorrow's game, Chelsea versus Arsenal, we have a bit of news, which is this. So there will be an updated version of Eden Hazard's crowd surfer tomorrow against Arsenal in honour of him. So that's from only £1. They're the ones that do actually create and help, bring the banners to Stamford Bridge. So fair play. There is going to be, we know that we've always had an Eden Hazard banner, but now there's going to be an updated one in homage and tribute to his retirement, and that will be on display for tomorrow's game against Arsenal at the Bridge. I'm not sure if that's going to be the whole game or if it's going to be just for the start, more than likely just the start before kickoff, and as the players are coming out, as we normally do, and then it'll probably be put away. But it's an updated one. Keep your eyes out for it. I'm going to actually, you know what? We'll keep our eyes out for it together, because I'm going to be on a watch-along tomorrow, right, on Younes Talks Football, aren't I? So the first watch-along back, make sure you guys are here and we will look out for it together and we'll talk about it on stream. So I'm very, very much looking forward to it. I am excited for tomorrow. I can't wait for this watch along. It's going to be I say it's going to be so good, but Chelsea are the ones in control of the situation, aren't they? Listen, if you bottle this, I swear, on my first day back doing watch-alongs, I'm coming for Chelsea. I'm not letting this one slide. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Fingers crossed we get a win, but make sure you're here for the watch-along. It's going to be a good one. Now, we divert our attention elsewhere before we wrap up. There's a few things to discuss, starting off with this. Pep Guardiola told 3 Brighton players after Man City's fixture at the Amex last season that's the next Man City manager, and nodded in the direction of Roberto De Zerbi. Now, this has come from the Telegraph. This has actually come from James Ducker, who at the Telegraph is meant to be reliable in the same way that Matt Law is meant to be reliable. I know some people have an issue with Matt Law. I genuinely don't think Matt Law, when it comes to Chelsea on the pitch, team affairs, doesn't know what's going on. I think he's very, very, very well connected. When it comes from things outside of Chelsea that may be Chelsea related, things that are not in relation to the squad at the moment in camp, he can be very hit and miss. But when it comes to this, they're meant to be reliable. Pep Guardiola saying that De Zerbi is going to be the next Man City manager. Look, I can see it. I'm not going to lie. I can see it. I can totally see how this happens. And if there is one manager right now that you would look at and go, yeah, he's definitely, probably more than likely next in line. I love how I just said definitely, probably, more than likely. I've just used 3 different timescales in one sentence. Unbelievable. This is what I do. But if there's one manager right now that's best suited, for sure, to take over from Pep Guardiola, from what we've seen so far, it has to be De Zerbi. Brighton are playing a brand of football and an effective way of football up until recently. I have to put that as an asterisk. Up until recently, and I'll explain in a sec why. But with the way that they play, it will definitely suit Manchester City. Now, the asterisk that I just put out. Brighton right now do not have a squad that can keep up with playing all those competitions at the same time. They ain't got it. And De Zerbi himself has admitted that they do not have the facilities to play league, domestic cup competitions, and European football all at the same time. They just can't do it. Manchester City have a squad that can do it. Now, is it going to be a case of, I just thought something was falling there, don't mind me. If you saw me dodge for a little bit there, I thought my light was about to fall off. I don't know why it looked like it moved, it's just me. But if there is one team that you know definitely can keep up with that, it's Manchester City. De Zerbi, I'd like to think as a manager, hasn't shown at Brighton if he's able to manage a squad on all of those fronts. But you'd think if he has the tools and resources, if he has the squad and he hasn't got to worry about that, then he can manage it. Or is it too big for him? We don't know. This is the risk that Chelsea took with Graham Potter. And look how that turned out. You know? But I'd like to think De Zerbi's a better manager than Graham Potter. I think he's proven that. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. I would definitely like to think, though, that managers do deserve a chance. And he has, at that level, shown what he can do. Does he deserve the step up? If there is one manager that's close to it right now, it would be De Zerbi. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in relation to the possibility that De Zerbi could be heading to Man City. Now, talking about the other side of Manchester, let's get into it. Sheikh Jassim has sent a letter to the Glazers. He explains that for him, they never wanted to sell Manchester United and used him to increase the valuation of the club with the aim of only selling minority shares at a high price. He now has other projects to focus on. There seems to be some Man United fans that are still saying, no, there's a chance, Sheikh Jassim, he's going to come back in, there's a chance. There is no chance. Forget it. He's gone. Now, Jim Ratcliffe not coming in is definitely still a possibility because you can only say that it's done once everything is on the dotted line. And right now, it's not on the dotted line. So anything can happen. But Sheikh Jassim, that ship has sailed. I explained to you guys a few videos ago when this whole thing broke out that the mentality of someone like Sheikh Jassim isn't going to be, oh, I'm just going to hang about and wait until you're ready. Nah, he does things on his terms. He does things on his time frame. He does things when he wants to do them. And if he doesn't see any reciprocation or anything coming back, he won't wait for them to tell him no. He will pick up his bags and go first. And that's exactly what he's done. He withdrew. It wasn't a case of the Glazers looking and going, we refuse. It's him that's gone, you guys are taking the mick now, I'm gone, see you later. So don't expect him to come back. It's not happening. It's not happening. If anyone understands the Arab mentality, right, they will know exactly what I'm saying here. This is a dream. If anyone thinks that Jassim is coming back to take Manchester United, it's done. Goodbye. He's got many other possibilities that he can dip himself into and make money and create something big. And right now, it doesn't seem like he's got any other football club in mind for anyone trying to say, oh, he's going to turn his attention to Tottenham or something like that. No, apparently he's not got any other football club in mind. He might do in future. Who knows? Who knows? Because clearly he likes football. But Man United, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Jim Ratcliffe will be coming in, it seems, 25%. Joel Glazer on the footballing board. And Sheikh Jassim has noticed all of this. You think he's stupid? Of course he's going to withdraw when he sees all of this happening because he knows that they're going to tell him no. So he's like, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to tell me no. I'm going to leave first. It's all mind games. It's all... Man, look, he's not coming back. End of story. So, Man United fans, you're just going to have to make peace with that. And Manchester United are going to see what's going to happen, I guess, in terms of the Glazers and Ratcliffe and what's going to happen there. But, like it said here, Sheikh Jassim sending a letter to the Glazers, if this is actually legit, by the way, because it's come from Sport Zone, and Sport Zone, I don't know. But I'm just saying, in terms of what happened, the way that I've analysed it is the way that I've told you. But if this letter does actually exist, and he explains that they never wanted to sell Man United, it kind of explains as to why he's just withdrawn his bid. Because he's noticed that it's all just a bunch of games and there's no chance of anything happening. So he withdrew. If you understand that, cool. Now, let's move to Eddie Howe. What's going on with Eddie Howe? Check this out. Eddie Howe does not want to be the next England manager, despite the FA putting him on a shortlist of potential candidates to replace Gareth Southgate. I don't blame him. And look, I would take Eddie Howe, but I don't blame him. He's young enough. He's still got tons of miles left in the tank. He's an upcoming manager that wants to try and take himself to the elite level, which right now with Newcastle, he's doing a very, very good job. Very good job. Can he sustain that? The more that gets added on and the bigger that Newcastle get, can he sustain that? Can he also improve with the way that the club is improving? Time will tell. But to just turn to the England job now at this stage in his career, no. However, there is another geezer that we can turn to for the England job, who apparently, according to Mundo Deportivo, is also being targeted by a big club. This guy. Jose Mourinho is a candidate to take over as Real Madrid manager next summer, should Carlo Ancelotti leave at the end of his contract. I'm not so sure about this one. And I'm not sure about this one because Mourinho has experience with going back to a club that he was at before with Chelsea. And look, as much as people like to say 15-16, look, we still won the league. We still won a cup. We got to a semi-final of the Champions League and we done ourselves over there, if I'm honest. But we still had very, very good times in his second stint. So for people to just turn around and go, oh no, it was a failure. No, the 15-16 season wasn't a calamity because of what happened on the pitch with his management and the players. It was what happened with the doctors. If you remember, that is what caused the turmoil at Chelsea Football Club. It wasn't anything to do with on the pitch. It was all off the pitch that translated on the pitch. So there's that. But his first time at Real Madrid started off very, very well, right? His first stints at his other clubs were fantastic. Porto, incredible. Chelsea, incredible. Inter Milan, incredible. The treble. At Real Madrid, it ended badly. Now, for some people that are just going to say, no, but you just said for Chelsea, it started off well, but it didn't end well. Yeah, his second stint. That's my point. That was his second stint at Chelsea. His first stint at Chelsea was magnificent, to be remembered. One of the best teams the Premier League has ever seen. The English division has ever seen, right? Hands down. We only lost one game in 2004-05. If we had not lost that 1-0 to Manchester City because of a stupid penalty, we would have gone invincible the year after Arsenal were invincible, and we would have done it better because we would have had a higher points tally and less goals conceded, which that record still stands till today. It would have been mad. But we lost 1-0 that one game at Man City, and that's what's done it. Incredible time with Mourinho first stint. Inter Milan, incredible. But Real Madrid, 100 points, most goals scored, all of that craziness, bringing Barcelona down. And then it kind of went a bit south. And that was his first stint of Real Madrid. If he goes back to Real Madrid, I just don't know how it's going to go. I'll be honest. And I love Jose. I think he's class. But I just don't know how it's going to go. It's weird. I'd like to think that with a new crop, a new generation, this isn't the same Madrid that he once managed before, that maybe he could get a kick out of them. You understand that the attacking power that this Real Madrid team has, they do tend to lack a little bit defensively, though. If Jose were to come in and bolster that defence, but allow a Vinicius, for example, to do his thing, and Bellingham to do his thing, and allow the attack to still be the attack, but allow the team to be a bit more compact and a little bit more defensively astute, maybe they become the full package. But at the same time, it could flip the other side. Maybe they just can't keep up with what Jose demands like his old teams used to. Maybe. It's hard to tell. So let me know. This is why I'm advocating for Jose to come to England. Go to the England team. Become England manager. You won't need to worry about week to week. You can relax a little bit. You won't need to worry about transfers. You've got all the best players available for selection. It's your call. You haven't got someone upstairs telling you what to do. Well, the FA are the FA. But there's no board. It's not a club, you know. So I just think it suits Jose. It just suits him. Take the England job. And for people saying, oh no, but I don't want to see England play negative football. What are you seeing under Gareth Southgate? What? This is great. What we're doing now is beautiful, attacking, flourishing, progressive football. Is that it? No, it's not. No, it's really not. But at least with Jose, I know we're going to win something. You best believe if Jose takes charge of England, this England team, and under his wing, with the respect that he will get, and the way that the English press and the way that the English people, I know deep down we all like to play games with Jose and whatnot, but deep down the whole country loves him, right? He's basically a national hero at this point. In the England job, with the whole country behind him, mate, it's going to be crazy. You best believe there will be players in the England team that will be ready to go through walls for Jose. And if that happens, England will be winning something. We will be winning something. We could get to finals under Gareth Southgate. You don't think we're actually going to win them with Jose? The knockout competition specialist. No. Come on. Bring Jose to the England team. That's it. Now, let's wrap up with a couple of things. Here's one last thing. Newcastle have partnered with Saudi Airlines, and it's no surprise that's their official airline partner. And I'd like to think that Chelsea are on the same sort of vibe, right? You know, we are basically Chelsea and Newcastle now, so our Saudi brothers, aren't we? Because we're going to be getting Riyadh Air. It seems like that's going to be happening. The alternative Saudi airline as our front of shirt sponsor. And we've also got Oman Air as our airline partner. So we're all dipping into the Middle East. We're all going for the Arab money. It is what it is. But yeah, Newcastle, obviously being owned by the PIF, have Saudi Airlines now as their official airline partner. And you best believe there will be more Saudi companies dipping into Newcastle and vice versa. It is what it is. So that's the latest there. And to wrap up, one debate that I'm going to leave you with. This. The FA is keen on bringing in the semi-automated offside technology used at the Qatar World Cup after a series of high-profile VAR mistakes in the Premier League. That's come from The Sun, so well, not the most reliable source. However, I have to acknowledge and say that this technology that was used at the World Cup was, without question, absolutely flawless. Flawless. There is no VAR or referee that can deny it. It's simple. It's there. It tells you whether it's on or off. There hasn't got to be some idiot behind the VAR screen in some office somewhere on a mic going, yeah, check over. Yeah, check over. It's okay. And the referee hears it's okay. What does that mean? Incompetence, I swear. That's what we're dealing with in the Premier League. But this will be a case of the referee doesn't even need to talk to anyone. The referee will have the person in his ear, but the referee will go up to the screen and he will see this. He will see exactly what I just showed you. The semi-automated image that has been given whether the player is on or off. And he reads, if he's literate and he can read onside or offside, that is all he needs to know. Don't need to talk to anyone, don't need to listen to an idiot, don't need to listen to someone that can't flipping know what's going on a screen, right, with multiple angles. He can just read onside or offside. Done. Decision made. No one can blame me, no one can blame my colleague, the computer has said it, and the image has spoken for itself. Done. So I absolutely agree with bringing in this tech, and I don't understand why we haven't done so already when the World Cup took place in 2022. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Just allowing more controversy to happen. So let me know your thoughts down below in relation to this. Would you like to see this tech in the Premier League, or would you not? If you don't agree, please let me know why. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all very much. And be here later on for video number 2, the all-weighted preview for Chelsea versus Arsenal, where we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Let's do it. I'll see you there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I have uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this, and check out the socials. Instagram on screen for you right now, as well as Twitter. All other social media links in the description too. Give us a follow, much appreciated, and I will see you later on for the Chelsea Arsenal preview. Have a good one. See you then. Take care, people, and peace.